I saw something that is really surprising. Most of the items of expenditures that have been captured in 2017 budget are not carried forward to 2018. Whereas already procurement processes have already started, have been done on these items of expenditures. Government money has been spent to do these processes, and the private sector has spent its money, resources, financial and whatever resources have been put into these procurement processes. Now the process is going to be shortchanged. Government funds have been spent for nothing. So this budget is built on wrong foundation. It's quite bad, it's worrisome. I've never seen this in my life. I'm an accountant and I've been a follower of our budget process. I was a member of the committee that was set up by former President Obasanjo to look at the budget process of this country. I've never seen this kind of thing. That's number one, Mr. President. Number two, MTEF is supposed to have been brought here, passed according to the Fiscal Revenue Act, particularly to the specific section 18. The budget is supposed to be packaged in respect to what is contained in the MTEF. But MTEF, as we speak, is still here with us. It hasn't been passed. Then how the executive how were they able to package the budget in the first place? It's against the law. So again, from here you can see that the budget was put together on a very wrong foundation. We know the president has the will to perform, to do well, to change things in this country, but those that he have appointed to help him, who we delegated power to help him, are not doing well. If we have this kind of aberrations occurring in our budget process, it's shameful. Now, let me go to revenue. Reluctantly, I didn't want, because I felt something has been built on the wrong foundation. There's no point to waste your time, making analysis on it. But I will reluctantly go into looking at what is really put together in the proposal. I begin with the revenue side of the budget. Now, what happened in the exploitation of our oil, which is in 2003 budget, in 2017, we have a projection of 2.2 million barrels per day oil production, but we were not able to meet that target. What we were getting was hovering around 1.9 and so on and so forth. But today, or in this budget, we decided to take it up to 2.3, even though there's a disturbing news today that OPEC is looking at the possibility of capping our production to be 1.8. So it's something that cannot be realized. It cannot be realized. It's not realizable. Then there's a problem. When you look at that, there's a problem in the revenue aspect of the budget in that respect. Also, the independent revenue. Last year, or this year, 2017, it was estimated that we are going to realize 605 billion. But what has been realized so far is a mere 155 billion. But yet, we've decided to make a further projection of 847 billion to realize next year. What margin are we going to use to get that? You estimated that you are going to have 605 this year. You are only able to have 155, and now you are projecting that you are going to have 840 billion next year. This is nonsense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, Mr. President. Apart from that, in the independent revenue, the government is thinking about getting 710 billion from proceeds from restructuring of government equity in our joint venture engagements. You can't begin to rely on these in putting together your revenue framework. This is something that has to be negotiated. You have to work on it through it. It has to undergo several processes, and you are not sure whether this money will be realized. It's a kind of fund that you keep aside. Once it comes, then you create or you make a supplementary appropriation, but not to bring it into the main revenue framework. for 2018 budget. This is equally a very, very wrong premise. Mr. President, I said earlier that I just want to be reluctant because I'm reluctant to discuss about, because there are so many things that are wrong in this budget. So many things. But let me talk about the money that has been budgeted for education, which is very, very dear to me, being the chairman of the committee. I know how much that sector is suffering in this country. The United Nations prescribed that every country should spend 24% of its budget in funding education. Well, here we are in this country, we are only budgeting 7%, when we know the kind of problem, we know the problems we have in the education sector. This is worrisome, this is bad. I need to lament on this because I feel it's not quite proper. Anytime you talk about funding education, particularly tertiary institutions, what comes to people's mind is TEF. TEF is just an intervention arrangement. It's an agency to intervene. That should not stop government from spending in order to help develop our educational sector. So I think we need to do something. We need to realign the budget to make sure that we give the necessary funding to our educational sector. Mr. President, I want to say finally that this respected Senate, the highest assembly in this country, should engage the economic managers of this country. We know the president means well, and that's why he decided to delegate his powers to these people to run our economy. But certainly they are not doing well. They are not doing well. I don't understand why the budget should be brought. Let me just go back, because it's a clear aberration, illegal mess. We know MTEF has to be passed before bringing the budget, because that is the premise of a past MTEF, that the budget has to be prepared. But why bring the budget, when you have not dealt with the MTEF, the MTEF has not been passed? So it's an aberration that even a secondary school child will be able to get away from it, not to talk of people who have been given the responsibility of managing our economy. Mr. President, we need to engage them, let them understand the problem before us. We are going to an election year. I belong to the APC. It concerns me a lot to see this kind of mess going on. We need to quickly implement 2017 budget. If not, well, I don't want to make use of use the word that somebody used here before, but there's a problem. Thank you, Mr. President.